Well, we'll go straight on now with Doug Watson, who is going to have a busy night, but you always have a busy night on World Cup night. Just from your perspective, you love World Cup night, and what does it mean to you when you see a horse of yours coming home having won?
I haven't had one yet.
There we go.
It's a great night. It's the culmination of our season. It's what we kind of strive to get horses eligible for all season, and we just very much look forward to it. It's great to see the other local trainers win. Hopefully we can get one of those one of these days.
You've got plenty of horses.
Yeah.
Candy Boy ran an absolute blinder last year.
Yeah. He came back this year. We put him in training in August. He was doing great. He was a bit tired when we got. He had a long trip over here last year, and we got to November. We were pointing for a race in December, and he had a freak injury. He fractured a splint bone. Had a little piece come off, and we had to give him 7 weeks. The owner really wanted to try to make the race. We didn't accelerate the program. We just kind of moved it up just a little bit once he got sound and once we got the all okay from the vets. And he's been nothing short of unbelievable since then. It's just that, we're running back with a year layoff and $10 million race to $10 million race. It's kind of crazy, but he's in great shape.
How, obviously you would have liked that run.
Yeah.
But has it gone well though? Is it exceeded expectations?
Exceeded what we thought we could get done with him in the time frame that we had to get done with him. Yeah.
Okay, not necessarily being able to run him, but when you look at where he is 12 months ago, do you feel as he's in good shape?
He's training better than he did last year, but he hasn't run in 12 months. So we don't know that part of it. We don't know him that well anyway. I mean, he's only 5. He loves training. He goes out there every day and just wants to get on with the job and loves it. He's had some serious good works. We worked out of the gate last Thursday with a couple other horses. He worked very well. That's about it for him. I think we got him as fit as we could get him, and now we just want to go over there fresh. He was a bit slow out of the gate. He was a bit tired last year, so hopefully he has a little more energy out of the gate and can put himself in the race a little bit more.
And last year's race, I mean, obviously Prince Bishop went off really quick, and then it was they were all finishing quite tired. But obviously you've got California Chrome back again.
Yeah.
Do you can get closer, or do you just think you want to be as near as possible?
Like I said, we're a year layoff. $10 million race to $10 million race, Group 1. I don't know about being closer, but he'll run a nice race. It's a shame we had the injury because I would love to have gotten a race or 2 in him because he is, like I said, training better. I think it's a better race, top to bottom this year. With Frosted, Mutawaj, California Chrome, Musaba's horse looked dangerous. We're just trying to get in there and the other couple of American horses too. So it's very tough. But if we could get into the placings, I think we'd be pretty happy.
I think you might be getting into the Polar River. She has been much talked about.
Yes.
To get that first winner, I mean, she's special, isn't she?
I think so, yeah. She's proven it so far. The last race, I think people kind of questioned her a little bit. She didn't stop. I just think we all knew we were coming back in 3 weeks for this race, and she put the race to bed there, turning in, and Pat eased up on her, and she eased up a little bit, but she's done extremely well since then. We had a couple niggling problems before that race, and we've had a really good preparation for this one.
And obviously since then, so you're saying since that last run, she's
thrived. She's done really well.
And continuing to look as if she's improving.
Yeah, she worked yesterday, and like Satish said with Ronaldo, Pat just came back with a huge smile on his face, and it was a good work, and she's ready.
Things aren't easy on World Cup night, but do you think she is the kind of horse that will...
She's our best chance, I think. She's our best chance that we've had since I've been training. She's the best horse I've had since I've been training, especially potential. And she's done well, so we're very hopeful.
You think she's the best horse ever in your...
Ever in your, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had some nice ones, but you know, with us down here with the local trainers, most of the horses we get are ready-made horses from other trainers in the UK or from the US or where have it, you know, and we just try to do our best to keep them sound. Maybe they improve a little with us or improve on the new surface or something like that. So, but you know, from start to finish, getting a horse that hasn't run before and the possibilities for her, she's definitely the best.
You're mob-handed in the Godolphin Mile. Presumably Pat's got some decisions to make.
He made it very quickly. One-man band has done nothing wrong this year. He's a bit one-dimensional. He needs to lead. He needs to be up there. I think Cool Cowboy's kind of proven that he can go from front or back and run decent races. Doesn't mind the kickback. And he won the prep race for this race. So, you know, he's gone with Cool Cowboy. Sam will ride one-man band. He's 3 for 3 on him. Lifetime, he's never gotten beat on one-man band, and he still thinks he won't get beat. And then Dane O'Neill rides Faulkner for us.
Okay, well now you're the trainer, so what's your gut feeling?
I mean, for me, I think it's the right pick for Pat. I mean, if something happens, he breaks a little slow, we know he can come through. If he breaks out there in front and has a good posse, he can still run well. I think he's a top quality horse. And he's gotten a little better since we've stepped him up to a mile. So I'm pleased with all 3 of them. I don't care which one wins.
One-man band's gone quick here though.
Yeah, no, he loves this track, and you know he broke a little slow when he was running over 7/8 the other day. Still won by a lot of lengths, but it's a different field tonight or Saturday night. So you know, if he breaks well, he's got a really nice chance.
And you got Runner in the Turf.
Yeah.
Bassatine, what's sort of won really well last time,
Yeah.
so what's...
Well, I don't like running horses back and too quickly. We maybe could have tried one of the prep races, and I didn't think we were going to get in here, and we did get the invite, and we took it. I think for him, if I'd run him back in another handicap 3-4 weeks later, he would have won that and been maybe eligible for the race as far as the rating goes anyway. He's a little underrated for what they are, but I think that he's got... the last race that was the first time he had been gelded that he ran. I think Paul and Dan were both extremely surprised, as I was, because the work wasn't great at home. Since the race he's come on, and we'll see. It's a tough race, you know, but we'll see.
Just a lively, you know, anything's a bonus almost by the sound of things.
For sure.
What about in the Gold Cup, the Dubai Cup? The Gold Cup, you got Meadow Creek?
Meadow Creek, he came over from France. I couldn't tell you exactly when, but it was late in our season. And he came over in fantastic shape. Coat was good. They did a great job with him, pre-training him to get him here after they bought him. And we ran him, and he sat out the back and flew home and finished 5th. Then we ran him back in 2 weeks in the Dubai Millennium Stakes, and he finished a good 3rd. I thought that would be enough to maybe get him in the Gold Cup, because we knew we weren't probably going to get in any of the other races off that rating. But we had a chance at the Gold Cup, and we kind of think he'll stay the 2 miles. They didn't move him up off of that. I was a little peeved at the handicappers, because I wanted to give him 5 weeks and really freshen him up. But we didn't get there, so we ran back 2 weeks later, and he ran another very good race in the prep for this race, and finished 4th. I think we've learned a little bit more about him. Pat's probably going to ride him a little different than they, you know, get a lead off of him and try to come late. But he's in great form at home. He worked really fantastic out here today, so we're happy. In a way, just to make sure he can get home, just hunt him, well, not quite hunt him around, but keep his place. I'm going to let him make the decision on that, but I think he just thinks he needs a little more lead, maybe a little more cover, and then bring him kind of late. So we'll just see how it pans out. We think he'll stay the 2 miles, but that's always a question mark. Do you feel this is your strongest team? Oh, by far, yeah. I don't think we've ever had anything under 15-1, you know, in the betting in all of our World Cups, and we have, you know, a few under that this year. So hopefully we can get something done. Are you feeling more nervous then because you've suddenly? I'm always nervous. So, but yeah, it is a little more nerve-wracking. You're pacing in your box, are you? Is that yeah. Wake up at 3 and just stay up thinking about it. So. I mean, when you find it, because you've obviously been here a long time, to have that winner, what would it mean? I mean, a lot. It mean a lot for our team and everybody here. So, it'd be good. Just a big week then. Yeah, huge.
Take it easy. Try and get some sleep. Any more questions for Doug? No, Jeffrey's not asking a question, no?
Regarding Boulder River, it's been widely reported that you're going to pass on Kentucky or the Derby. Yeah, I know you've heard this before.
Yeah.
Could the outcome of Saturday's race affect that?
Yeah.
If not, what would your plan be going forward?
I don't know the plan after that. I was getting so many questions about Kentucky Oaks, and really we're just concentrating on this race. And then it would be 40 days back to the Kentucky Oaks, or 42 days, or whatever it is. And we're just concentrating on this one. I've been so many questions, and I think you've probably seen Songbird run. So, you know, and really, like, everybody, you know, I just want to concentrate on this race. And I've never said completely ruled it out.
Right.
It's very much up to the owners, okay? But, you know, we'll just have to see how she runs here, and then we'll make plans for what we're going to do beyond that, you know. So, it's not completely ruled out, but it's a big ask for her.
If she were to run and were to win, would you consider the Derby?
No Derby, no Derby.
Thank you.
That would be a no.
Hi, Doc.
Yes.
Everything is good. Patrick.
Yes.
With Elvin Mile.
Yes.
Who ride which horse?
Pat rides Cool Cowboy.
Cool Cowboy.
Yeah. Sam rides One Man Band, and Dane rides Faulkner.
See, I think, not good question, but what do you think the better horse for this race will be?
Fathy, I mean, obviously One Man Band loves it here. He's got the track record over a mile. He's got close to the track record over 1900. He's won over 7. He's a fantastic horse. If he breaks a little slow, the race is over, in my opinion, okay? I don't want him to break slow. I want him to get out of there. And if Cool Cowboy breaks a little slow, he can come through horses. He'll take the kick back. He'll run his heart out. That's the factor, I think, that made him pick him. And I think they're very level on ability.
You have 3 horses this race. 3 horse, 3 blood. I think Faulkner need more distance. Cool Cowboy from short distance go
Yeah.
to mile.
Yeah,
One man bad they can run every place.
yeah.
But me,
Yeah,
I think Patrick he ride one man back.
yeah,
But if he choose Cool Cowboy,
yeah.
maybe now the best horse anybody talk about this, the best horse for you. Because
Yeah.
it's the Patrick Dobson.
Yeah, he has his choice.
Not mistake for
He's
him.
made wrong decisions in the past. Okay, so,
No,
but really, it's a tough call for him, and I wouldn't rule Faulkner out if they go fast up front. You know, he was actually the only horse to beat Mustafa's horse last year, Tamarcuz. It was his first run too, so I mean, he's got some quality about him, and that was over 7 furlongs. So we stepped him up to 1.25 miles or 1900. And he's run some nice races there, but I think 1 mile's okay too.
Good luck.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Doug, you got Polar River from America.
Yes.
Have you got plans to go back there for next season and
For-
look for more horses?
Yeah, I believe they are. The owners are. I'm going to leave that yearlings or 2-year-old in trainings up to them if they want to do that. That wouldn't be kind of, you know, I wouldn't be too expertise in picking out 2-year-olds in training, to be honest with you. I'd have my ideas, but obviously Tony Watkins, who bought her, did a fantastic job. So I think he might be going back. I haven't heard directly, but I think they might buy some older horses too that have run, and you know, we think we do well at kind of picking those out. So hopefully that's the case.
And would you have any involvement? I mean, would you personally?
In the older horses, I would probably, hopefully, yeah. You know, because you try to buy things that you would definitely want to train over here, and you know, watch the races over there and kind of know what they are, and try to get good value for what they are.
She was obviously Drew before.
He did a good job with it, yeah. Yeah, no, he did well, top clearance, I think, and yeah, both winners in the carnival, and yeah, he did a nice job with that.
So you see that being like a source for the future?
Possibly, yeah. yeah, it's got to have the owners that want to go and do that. But I think we do, and hopefully we do. So.
Which other owners of yours would do?
I mean, Zauer, who owns Cool Cowboy, he loves horses. His family has a farm in Russia where they breed a lot, and I think he's going to send a couple of his Russian breds over that are very well bred, American pedigrees, and I don't know what he'll do with, you know, we'll talk after the season and see. So, you know, it's a long way before we start running again, but hopefully we can find some. Yes.
I said,
Hi.
how you received the news about market value?
I heard it last night. It's horrible. It's you know, we all work very hard over here all year, and it's a shame for Druba and his team because he's a very nice horse and he's done a great job with them. Never hearing news like that. So, you know, some people might think, oh, you have one less to beat or something like that, but that's not the way I think about it. It's more of a shame for them. And Druba and his team are great people, and it's really a shame.
One last one.
Candy Boy is a definite for Saturday?
Yes, yeah, he's flying at home. Whether he's fit enough, I don't know. You know, Leo, he's fit enough. He'll run a nice race. I really do believe that. He's got a lot more energy, and he trains a lot different than he did last year when he came in. He just really wants to go, and I think our preparation, even though it was very interrupted, has been better from a training standpoint, from my standpoint, than I did with him last year, maybe. But it's a tougher race this year, much tougher.